Okay, hello everyone. Let's see if this actually works. If live chat could give us some feedback. Oh, it says 0 viewers right now, but I don't believe that. Uh, if some viewers could verify real quick whether this will sound very good or very bad. Some feedback about this is appreciated. I see hello, works. Very good. Okay, then we can start. We will probably not cut this out. This is the special feed today. This is the Ubiports Q&A episode 133, streamed live on this beautiful 3rd of February 2024. We are at a very special place together here, as you can see. We're in person. We have in-person meetup here because we're at FOSDEM, FOSDEM 2024. It has been, and also a little special secret, sort of secret event that we started, the Ubuntu Touch, the Ubiports Touchdown, where we gathered together for 2 days, and I think you have a lot to share about this.
We all have a lot to share.
We have a lot to
were
share.
all there.
Exactly. And we managed to plan ahead a few things. In a best efforts case, so to say, making sure that we deliver something that is truly amazing and truly working the way that we expect it to, and that users expect it. And then there's FOSDEM, and the first day at FOSDEM already was phenomenal. We had great talks, especially from Oren, who is Oren here, if I may ask?
No.
Okay, but we will see if Oren comes here. Had a great talk about voice of LTE on FOSS. Not the voice of LTE on FOSS. That's another topic that happened. Excuse me. That was the Pine talk, the Pine devices talk, but not Kit, and even joined and did a presentation about voice of LTE on Floss mobile. So this has been a packed few days. What do you think? Do you agree? Has it been a packed few days already?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, so we are in Brussels, so for the FOSDEM, and we have also a live audience with our friend from the community also.
There it is.
So yeah, here we are. We are so many.
And we have a special guest again here. It might turn into like traditional almost. We have Rajanan in person here.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. So yeah, it's been a packed few days, and I think we might be exhausted because we've been going so long. But it's been like a good walk. It's been a great walk. We have had a lot of great time spending the time together and talking about the things that we embrace and cherish in our lives, among other things, also Ubuntu Touch, right? So yeah.
Yeah, as a first news, as Alfred already mentioned, we had the first Ubuntu touchdown, Ubiports touchdown. So yeah, we gathered. How many were we? Maybe 19, 20 people. Also, we all gathered here 2 days before FOSDEM, and we had discussion and some brainstorming about what were the topics that we are tackling right now, the one we want to tackle, and the pain points we can have. And yeah, so we had all of that discussed. We made some, I think Jonathan made some feedback and put it in a design file. And sadly, we're missing Mohammed.
Yes.
Who couldn't join us because of problem to having a visa.
Yes.
So shout out to you, Mohammed, and
we miss you.
Hopefully next time you can join us, and because we hope we can make it for another go, maybe in a couple of months or more.
Yeah. Let's see.
And see if everyone from the community can join and try to participate and elevate the OS, put it on the next level.
There it goes. There it is. That's the motivation, and that's actually the almost the spirit in here that we can that I personally can feel, that I can see, not only exhaustion, but also the feeling that we are going somewhere, and this truly looks amazing to like have the energy that we usually put into the project and have that on at one place condensed down to like this little space. It's amazing to see what can happen in those types of situations.
Yeah. Rashadan, do you have any headlines or something specific from the touchdown that you that just yeah that you
Yeah.
keep in mind?
I mean, uh, I've already said with a few people that this is the most people in the meeting room ever, virtual or physical, and so this is a unique experience. This is the first time that I get to talk to many people and I get to exchange multiple thoughts, and it, it's a nice experience. And I mean it's also a privilege that I'm here again this year, because like if anyone remember from the last year, I said that I probably want to be here this year because flight tickets are expensive, right? But I mean this time I've uh there the foundation managed to get me here again. So shout out to the Port Foundation and thank you very much, and especially to Miss Kiki who like managed almost everything that get me here today. So
Definitely.
thank you very much.
There we
I
go.
very appreciate it.
Yeah. So to clarify things, the three of us are not paid by the foundation. We are
Right.
just volunteers working here and trying to put the good word for Ubuntu Touch around the world. And yes, the foundation was able, with your donations and sometimes ours too, the foundation was able to bring some contributors here in Brussels to work around some kinks and try to maybe manage or try to have some kind of
steer us in the
Yes,
right
steer us.
direction, so to say. Yes.
That's it.
All that energy that we have that we can put into the project, it needs to be guided, so to say. It needs to be steered in the right direction, and I think we found a direction or directions that we were willing to go together.
Yeah, and I think it was not really steering, but maybe just giving us the possibility to talk together and
Yeah.
find ourselves what is the best way, at least with the people gathered here around and here in the live audience. But you will see them at the end, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
I will
Perfect.
have to put them myself here if I need to.
Okay, perfect. So with that, where are we? We should give
Um,
a little shout out here, I think.
yeah,
We also have a
shout
call
out
for help on projects.
from Mohammed, yeah. We also, we wanted to have some shout outs about some apps.
Definitely.
Yeah, because we think that at some point we put some apps into the light, into the spotlight, and it's nice to do this again, I guess. So we had compiled a list of recent apps that has been updated. The first one we saw was SingSing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Same thing by Terence, who happens to be in the room here.
Thank you, Terence. And to know the story, Terence just developed it because he uses it on a daily basis on his phone just
Yeah.
to back up every sensible things he has. So, yeah, this is really useful, and I was also an early user.
Oh yeah.
We also identify the weather indicator.
Yes, exactly. That one is by Brian Douglas, and seems to pull some weather information, some additional weather information into the indicator list, into the drop down where all the indicators live on Ubuntu Touch on Lemuri, and looks pretty decent to me. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. I would guess from the screenshots, which look pretty decent. What's the next one? What do we have next?
The next
here?
one is really useful, I guess. It's UT Zipper.
Oh yeah, definitely. Also by a person who could be in the room, who is in the room. It's by Lionel, and UT Zipper is. There we go. There we go. So UT Zipper is what you would expect from something that has zip in the name. It's an application to open archive files, including zip. If I'm not mistaken, it also opens more formats. Yeah, right. Yeah,
GZip, so Zip. 7Z, okay.
there we go. There we go. Yeah, gzip,
Great.
bzip, xz, tar, and 7zip.
Tar, so
Yeah, perfect. So this is great.
We also noted the Tesla app.
Oh,
that
yeah.
has been updated.
Yeah, that one. I mean, I personally don't own a Tesla. I'm pretty sure there's at least one person in the room who has one.
Ooh.
We are such a diverse group that I can't say the same sentence every second. Like, yeah. So, Tesla app. What do we have next? I mean, Tesla. What do you expect from a Tesla application? Basically, I can't find it here now.
You can
Should have installed it here earlier.
you can use flash the lights, honk, and stuff that is also in the official Tesla app.
Mhm.
But, and because it's the API is quite open, but the only quirk is that you need to input your own credentials to it.
Okay.
So it basically has the input for your own account. So maybe some difficulties on this side, but Tesla is working on some official API.
Okay.
So maybe we'll see some improvement on this side with the app, and I will be happy to help on this front. So
Yeah.
and also a really very useful tool, the level.
Oh yeah, definitely. There
We
was.
can double. We can also work as a IBR because
Yes, exactly. You see this. You see this in the old applications that pretty much defined the smartphone industry, like beer emulation applications. You can use Level to just do measurements of.
it's in frozen.
Excuse me.
It's just a snapshot.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
snapshot. But I have it installed. And there we go.
It works.
It works. This is technology that who would have thought that this would be possible electrically? So there we go.
So we will maybe try to give a shout out also to our sponsors.
Definitely, yeah. It's about
Yeah.
time. It's
Yeah.
about time.
And so maybe it's for you, Rationan. I will just highlight.
Okay, we
Yeah.
will do this because we're doing this live and we're professionals. We will also put this here. So we have we take this donations from uberparts.com/donate, and you can find various ways to donate to the foundation. And if you want to participate and you're mispronouncing your name, there is a special tier that you can select, I believe, on the Patreon, to be mentioned here. And this time we have Rachanan reading the names of the patrons.
This one, right?
Yeah. This list. And I
So,
will
so
scroll.
I would like to thank you, Luigi311, Heather Ellsworth, and Marty McFly Jr., Ron Darius, Spendier Host, PK, Kenneth Drew, Daniel Franzak, please excuse me, Robin Hout, A. Thiel, Tafitson, JT, Will Atwood, Gardner and Associates Consulting Inc., and Tixia.
There we go.
Yeah. And sorry if the list is not updated.
Yeah.
That is on top of my to-do list for the next Q&A. So it will be updated, I'm sure, for the next Q&A.
It has been for the last 5 years that I've been.
Yeah, and we discussed. We took the opportunity to discuss it, and I will be connecting with the right people to have the list updated because I don't have them.
Yeah, perfect. As we said, we're professionals. Okay. Okay, so with that, what do we have to share now? It's basically so what we have. We can basically show the draw.
We can share
things.
the draw thing. I'll try to just put it.
So we came up during the touchdown with a few plans on how to bring forward some key areas that we would like to work on, that we would like to see grow, and for that matter, we made a little it was basically a list of 6 buckets that each contained various different topics, and those topics were selected, sorted out, talked about in detail. And we came up with sort of like a plan around how to tackle those issues. Basically, whoever felt like they wanted to lead a certain sub area, they were more than welcome to say, hey, I want to do this. And with that, I do hope that you can also share the desktop here.
Yeah, I will share the entire screen.
Okay, there it goes.
Hello, I guess. And go back to this one.
There we go.
Is it okay?
You need to add you to the stage, and there we go.
Okay. So yeah, we come up with 6 major boxes, let's say, or how did we call it?
Buckets.
Buckets. So the first one was actually they are not in order because we did them by how we felt about it. And,
Yes, right.
Which one was it? So we started in maybe random number, but we had the problems with app compatibility.
Yes, exactly. And for app compatibility, we had a few subtopics, like first and foremost, the things like snaps and GTK and what to basically wait a second, what was that? Existing apps, build the snaps versus clickable.
Yeah, and we had also interesting talk about DistroBox.
Also, yes,
Yeah.
which would be an interesting solution for other things, for specific needs that people want to solve with DistroBox, that people can solve with DistroBox. And we talked about it, and it seems like the basic spirit in the room is, hey, this is probably something that we should look into, that we should probably take a look at.
Just a disclaimer, quick one.
No promises.
Yeah, no promises. We
Exactly.
just threw ideas on the board. We discussed it. We tried to come up with some top priorities, maybe 1 or 3 goals, 1 to 3 goals in each bucket.
Yeah.
And this is just some kind of priority we put within ourselves, and we will try to push it the furthest away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no promises, but this is something we are working on. And so yeah, maybe you can jump to the second bucket, which is the user experience and improvements, and this word,
Reliability. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, this is a mouthful. Yeah, because we all agreed that user experience was a top 1 priority.
Definitely.
That's also why we have the rootfs that is logged on read-only.
This is what distinguishes us from a lot of other competitors, so
Yeah.
to say. Competitors, as if it was a bad word, but like from others who want to provide a different experience, and we cater towards the regular average Joe use case, and for that we need the app reliability, the user experience and reliability to work pretty well, because it's a phone after all to us, right? So we want the phone to work as a phone in the situation that you need a phone, including emergency situations and stuff like that. So for that we had a little bullet point list and things like picking out a few random ones, Bluetooth, GPS. There was also some talk about backups and contact synchronization.
Yeah.
So just to get a feel of what the discussions were like, what the topics were like. These were just a handful of them. We went pretty much into details there.
Yeah, we went all the way because there are so many topics, AGPS, LCS messaging.
Yeah.
Those are really important topics also. we also talked a lot about onboarding.
Yes.
And how to improve our relationship with a larger community, even if it's simple users who
Yeah.
don't have development skills, or developer that are new to our community and wants to help. And yeah, we know that at this point it's not really easy. But you had interesting thoughts about maybe the release planning and some other stuff.
Yes, that's like I feel like our developmental process can be improved. Right now it's a bit like wild west. I'm sorry, but yeah, but I think certain things can be improved for sure, and I sort of just rediscovered the document that about the issue etching guidelines, and I believe that can be revived and can be made up to date as well, and that I will look at it. Uh, yeah, and that's that, and also we and co- and I think I guess I can say it here that we are going to have the change in release model, so to speak, and I'll leave it at that. Details are not finalized yet, but we're going to announce it soon.
There we go. There is a request in the chat to make the, maybe we can expand the,
Oh,
yeah, maybe we can
Oh,
expand. We
try.
can zoom in and we can switch over to whatever
yeah,
we were talking
this
about.
was, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So onboarding at the moment, and oh yeah, the app and system development gap. We need to make sure that documentation is up on par with what we expect and what others expect from us, right? Because we
Yeah.
want others to join the boat and to be able to do whatever they want to do to accomplish their goals. They need the documentation to fit in, and we need more documentation, better documentation. We've been saying that for years, but we have come to a few interesting ideas about how to approach this, and also website related
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, a lot of stuff that can be done.
Mm.
Yeah, this is
Development
related
process.
to what Rachel just said about the development process. Even if we did some separate buckets, we all knew that there will be some links between the projects. So it's not separated. It's just something to have an overview and to, yeah, it was just brainstorming mainly.
Yes.
And I wanted to add also that the ambience was really great because it improved, at least for me, it improved my motivation. And I think it's the same for many other people here. Can you confirm?
Yes.
Yeah?
There we go.
Yeah, because sometimes you're here alone, you're trying something and you say, oh no, I won't bother, maybe tomorrow or next week.
Yeah.
It was an opportunity for me to jump right back at some problems I needed to tackle. So I think I will do more stuff next week at least.
Perfect.
This point I want also to speak of replace workarounds by sustainable. We
Yeah.
didn't have any express plan for this, but I feel that something it gives an idea of the philosophy behind it.
Yes.
We want to have the long-term goals and also have something we can tackle more
Also-
or less quickly.
especially in the core development, and I think Rachna can sing songs about this. The technical depth that we had to work through, right?
Yes.
That there was a lot to work through, and to make sure that we're doing things that are sustainable, writing things in a way that are sustainable, and that can last a longer time than short-term hacks that might work for a moment, but shoot yourself in the foot in the long run, and that's what we want to avoid. But yeah,
I'll just go to the next
there we
one.
go. Porting and system image. There have been certain changes over the last few years with regards to porting and what devices requirements usually are, how they are composed, how they are with acting with like storage sizes. and for example, the user partitions being too small and system partitions being too small, having implications on other areas. And the Pine 64 images were also a topic.
Yeah.
Again, very important thing for us, because I gotta admit, having the Pine Tab 2 now and being able to play around with the images that Oren puts out and is still maintaining, like, this is phenomenal how far he came across, and especially also Luigi and others who involved themselves. So great to see the progress, I think, especially with the new kernels that have more stable Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, which makes the device very, very complete. Not completely feature complete, but very high up there. But there are other things still in the porting and system image group. What do we have here? Yeah, device test automation. That one might be helpful because we're planning. I think that was Capsia, right?
I think yes.
Yeah, it's about the device test automation, like with autopilots, making sure that devices can provide their basic support status and upload that to the devices page in the long run to bring a more cohesive and more complete information about the device's support, about features that Ubuntu Touch is supposed to support on a device. And also things like, for example, does the thing support EtherCAT? It would pretty much detect that automatically, I suppose, and upload the information to the devices page where it tells you how well something works. So yeah,
just to put to give your viewers some context, the system image is the name of the component that we use to deliver our updates and OTAs from us to all of you. And this is what makes our Ubuntu Touch system one of the things that makes Ubuntu Touch unique, because we have a dedicated system that delivers the update to you instead of using like traditional package managers which have their caveats.
Yeah, because when you use the UBPorts installer, you will see that at some point it will push 12 files to your device, and those are the images.
Yes.
Some of them are for system stuff.
Yeah.
Say, and the last one is for you.
Okay. So
I will just show the previous buckets so we can read it. If I found my mouse.
We have gotten all the buckets already, I think.
Yeah. We went through the 6 of them, I think.
The lower left one.
Lower left one. There's another one, I think. There it is. Display experience. There we go. There have been some talks about the various scenarios that Lumiri can run in. For example, multi-monitor bugs with the desktop, with the tablet being a desktop, with the smartphone acting as a desktop, but also with devices that provide multiple monitors, like, for example, foldables that might provide multiple displays as part of the hardware package. So in that sense, we're thinking ahead now about how to support this and making sure that it works to a certain degree, as quickly as possible, of course. How to improve the Lumiri and Mir things that bug us at the moment. For example, how Qt Mir and Lumiri work together with regards to mouse pointer confinement, or less confinement, but bugs that happen that make the mouse pointer not exceed certain areas. So we are at a point where we notice a few critical bugs and we want to fix them. We verbalize them, so we focus on putting them into words. We verbalize them and we find out what the actual problems are along the way. But the first steps have been done. We know what we want to look at over the next course or courses. And there we go.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Just again, disclaimer, No promises.
No promises.
Yeah, this is just us talking about what we wanted to do, about some different pain points. And maybe for the next one, we can also bring a forum post to ask people to put in some things, and we will just review them and try to sort things out. Yeah, maybe it can be something.
Totally.
We will see.
Totally.
So I put up the first one, just as a reminder. You can pause the video.
Pause the video.
Here the second one. I will let it also for 10 seconds also. Do you have something more or else to add to this? Some feedback from the touchdown.
Yeah, I think we get quite a few directions that we want to go in the future, and yeah, that will shape our development in the next few months at least. And
Definitely.
yeah, that gives us some direction. Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about now.
But what you say makes a lot of sense to me. So that's winning half the battle. So we're getting somewhere where we see more. We have a bigger picture now than we were individually able to see on our own earlier. Now we see a bigger picture together, and we want to pull the strings in the right direction so that we can figure this out. I think we are done with those.
I
Right.
think so.
Then we can do this one again. So, what's up in the list next? Do we have any questions in the live chat, perhaps?
Before that, I just wanted to thank personally everyone here.
Definitely.
Gathered around. So thanks everyone, because it has been a real pleasure to be with you all.
Definitely.
Really.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Special thanks to the organization, to everyone being here and enjoying it. Also to the people who we haven't seen in a long time. For example, Vince, the 1+3 guy. He's not here right now, but I've seen him, and I'm happy that I've seen him. So, do we have any questions? We can also involve the people here in the audience. If anyone has a question, please raise your hands.
Just a moment. Do we have to thank our sponsors also?
We didn't.
We butchered the names, but we didn't mention the sponsors.
Yeah. So
shame on us. Shame on us. Good call. Good call.
You can go on, Rachel. You did the names. You have to go, and you remember that's also for the sponsors. So it should be your prerogative.
Okay, so we would like to thank our sponsors, Smooth, Voila, and Pints for your continuous support in our project. And I would also like to thank our infrastructure sponsors, DigitalOcean, CloudRun, Netlify, and Gandhi.net. And your support really matters for us. It helps with our development, and also it helps us tremendously. Thank you.
There we go. Thank you. Yeah, good catch. Holy crap. So, with that.
I wasn't on the forum, so I didn't.
But let's check the chat real quick.
Yeah, check the chat. I checked the forum.
Yeah. So, what do we have here? Can you expand the slides? No, we have that already. Hide your notifications. Chat, you're not paying attention. Oh, yeah, there is a question. It is a known problem that at Fairphone 4 running Ubuntu 20.04 based Ubuntu Touch, mobile internet doesn't work. Or is there some fix somewhere? Is anyone familiar with the Fairphone 4 issue with internet connection?
Right. To turn the phone on and off. Right. Right. So for Fairphone 4 and probably a few others phone as well, there used to be a reliability issue with mobile data, like when you go out of the range and then gets back in, sometimes the mobile data does not connect automatically. OTA for which is just released like a few days ago, I think.
Mhm.
That should improve the situation. Although since there are multiple failures mode, it might not even work completely. So in case you encounter the issue, there are a few things you can try. You can try restarting the phone, or you can try toggle the indicator, the mobile data settings on and off and on again. And 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 the last thing you can do, this you might not know this, that you can go to system settings, go to the APN settings, and then select reset APN settings. That, I mean, that might sound unintuitive. That actually cause our network stack to restart the mobile data connection once again. And so it might help in your case, but again, we are working on a permanent fix, and that might land in our next OTA, still based on Focal, or it might land like uh, with the release of Ubuntu Touch based on 2404, which we are now starting to get things started to. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, there's another question from the forums. I
Yeah,
think. Yeah.
From Mesaisto. Thank you for this question, because that's an interesting one, and we didn't talk about it during the touchdown. So
That is
it's
true.
a very good question.
That you
I
caught
should
us.
have read the forum first.
You caught us off guard. You hit us right where it hurts.
Yeah, but first of all, Mesito says congratulations and big thank to the real good OTA4. So
Oh yeah, thank you.
thanks everyone who's involved with this.
The people around here, for example.
And
Yeah.
the question is, what is the status of eSIM in UT? Is it already supported on a device? Is there a roadmap for it?
So no, there is no real support for eSIM, but I have been told that Mohammed was working on, was testing it with eSIM pre-setup on Android, and then installing Ubuntu Touch on top, and then it worked. So what we are missing is an initial setup type of deal, where you can set up your eSIM from within Ubuntu Touch, and probably also some middleware pieces that are missing, I would have to guess. And there's no concrete roadmap for it, so I'm not sure how long. Has anyone here have a little bit of experience with eSIM? Has anyone tried it? Okay, doesn't seem like it.
To clarify, if you provision your eSIM on Android before switching to Ubuntu Touch, your eSIM will still work the same. However, what is missing in the Ubuntu Touch is the way to provision a new carrier or a new number into your eSIM, which there's some standard on that, but I heard that it also depends on carrier specific code in Android even, and so I'm not sure if that it will even be a possibility for us to provision new eSIM.
Yeah.
And that you can't really blame carriers for not providing support for Ubuntu Touch, because I mean they are businesses and they have limited money, so they have to direct their money into where it will generate most revenue for them, and us being pretty small, it's not very likely that we will get any attention from carriers.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, people are experimenting with it. We've got somewhere, and we now know what is at least a status we can talk about with eSIM. At least we don't have anything to show off. But at least you can understand and maybe even help us out on this one. If you have some input, if you're even willing to work out some solutions for that, please get in touch with us. I guess we will mention later on which places you can find us at. But with that, do we have some other questions now? There is one.
The status of Lumiri on the desktop. I think I heard that Russian managed to figure something out.
There is the question about Lumiri on the desktop. So,
Right. So at the moment, Marius is the main person that is working on getting our Lumiri stack, the desktop environment part of it, to work on desktop and laptops, and as it turns out, there is quite a lot of changes. So we are how to say it, but like we so right at the moment in Debian there is a version of Lumiri which you can install on your desktop right now, and it will work to some extent, and that also if you hear any news about Mir, that helps us getting to Mir version 2 as well, as the currently Ubuntu Touch is still running Mir 1, and yeah, that helps. And as for the issue that Raul mentions, it's about when you do
Oh, sorry.
excuse me.
I'm sorry.
There we go.
If you install Snap, and then sometimes your Lumiri installation is broken. At the moment, your workaround is to go to your home directory and then go to .cache/Lumiri/ and then find and delete all files ending with EDID, and that will allow Lumiri to start back up again. Yeah, and that's information for folks that are interested in Lumiri on desktop and is experimenting with it right now. But otherwise, yeah, we are working on it. Yes.
Yeah, I want to highlight some comments from Aquariel that says, shout out to Rachanan on. I was reading.
Here we go.
Yeah, for fixing mobile data after calls. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's part of the reliability issues.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I want to set your expectation, and because the issue is not yet fixed for all cases and all situations, so you might still encounter the similar issue of losing mobile data after doing something again, and in which case please send us the bug reports to our issue tracker inbox at World Wide Web, not World Web, at gitlab.com/ubport/Ubuntu Touch, and we will gather some. We will ask you to provide some log. Although please be reminded that your log can contain and will contain sensitive information. So please don't post
Definitely.
it on the
Make sure that there is
forum.
Make sure
or
that there is only
issue.
private. There's no private data. Please never have private data in your logs.
Yeah. So that's that.
I think maybe the question.
Yeah, we're done with that one, and there we go.
I think just below.
Oh, Aquaria has something to follow up on here.
Oh, yeah.
Fixed it for me 100%. Russian fixed it to 100%.
Yes, so in some cases it's completely fixed, but as I said, there are multiple failure modes and potential problems that can happen with this because this code in Ubuntu Touch is quite fragile. So in one case it might be completely fixed. In other case, I just before the release of OTA 4, I still heard that in certain cases it still has problems. But yeah, for many people it will improve in OTA 4.
There we go. I found another interesting question here, if I may just take the chance here to put it here. What are the plans for 2404? Is there any progress started yet? Does do the porters have to do a lot of porting work, or is there already progress on working phones?
Right. We are so we are working on yeah there's some work getting started with 2404 already, and with the works that upstream that makes Ubuntu Touch components available on other distros that will help. But at the moment, we are working, as I said, there is going to be a change in the release model with the introduction of 2404 based Ubuntu Touch. And that is the first thing that we want to sort out before we start getting into any real work, and which will provide the foundation for us to release bug fixes for you faster and make the development process more agile, less and have less friction. Let's say that, yeah.
I saw a related comment, I think, about rollout releases.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find it.
No, me neither. I can't find it, but I found another interesting question
Yeah.
on the way, or at least a mention. Oh, there was a question.
Yeah,
Live question.
Live question.
about 2404.
Yeah.
I actually got a question today on this couple of times on the stand for also apps. So since now some apps from 16.4 doesn't work on
04? Yeah.
Will that be the same as going
Yeah,
forward?
just to repeat the question is, will the situation with apps not working from Xenial to Focal or needing an upgrade from Xenial to Focal, will the same be the case for Focal to Noble, right?
Right. Our expectation at the moment is that the change to 2404 will not be like the world-changing thing as it was with Xenial to Focal, and I hope that all applications will still work, and also as I forgot to mention that I also expect that most ports will don't have to change much in order to work, as most of the change has happened with 2004.
Yeah.
I hmm, what else was going to say? Anyway,
Yeah.
I was also asked this question about changing from the apps because right now some developers have an app maintaining for Focal and another one for Xenial.
Yeah.
So they feel that if they have to maintain, let's say, 3 or 4 revisions, then it would be maybe too much work
will be
Yeah.
a hassle.
for some developers that is just doing this
Right.
on their spare
That
time.
said, I would like to mention that for many applications, your code, your unported code for Xenial might work as is on Focal, as
Yeah.
we have put some effort in, has put quite an effort into providing you the compatibility layer, which allows many applications from Xenial to run on Focal as is. So as the first step, you may want to try running your application on from Xenial as is first and see if there's any problem pops up. Mostly if you don't, if you use mostly the QML language, your application should work. However, if you also have the C++ code that that isn't just talking to Qt but talks to our Ubuntu specific code, that then you might have to change your code. That's the rule of thumb, let's say.
Recompile, yes. Exactly. All right. So, do we have more questions? Maybe in the live chat.
Yeah, in Slack chat we have questions.
I'll take a look at Telegram real quick because I feel like it. No, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, this one. I'll just put it on the screen.
There we go.
Are there any plans to make the UbiPort installer GUI easier to port new devices? I feel as though it could be easier if you by entering a model name. Oh, okay.
Entering a model name could let the UbiPorts installer fetch a zip. Well, the first difference between, because you say zip, it probably has to do with the fact that most Android ROMs out there are packaged as a zip file. Whereas we, as Ubuntu Touch, we provide, again, stuff as a so-called system image, which is basically a tarball or an image, a snapshot in time of the state of Ubuntu Touch that we want to release. And it's got a different format for installation than any recovery out there, which means we need our custom recovery, which means we need something that installs that custom recovery, which means that we need the UbiPorts installer. And though it could be easier, I'm pretty sure that technical limitations or technical differences, not necessarily limitations, but differences between what Lineage OS recovery provides and what our recovery needs and what our installation method is. It could be easier probably, but not in the way that we understand it right now, or at least I understand it. I would like to see some improvements myself, to be honest. So I'm pretty sure that if there is something to give as input, please make sure to join us on the Telegrams and make sure to voice your opinions.
Right.
Okay.
So what do we have also?
Oh yeah, and thanks to Sandy Martin for this one. I'm so proud of everyone on the UbiPorts team and the community for all the hard work. I think that this deserves an applause in the whole room.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks to everyone. So, and yes, regarding this question, are you guys having an awesome time at FOSDEM 2024? Yes, we do. I think I'm speaking for everyone.
Yes. So far, yes.
There we go. So far.
Yeah, because it may improve tomorrow.
Yeah, it may improve.
But then at the end of tomorrow, it will be sad.
It's the best so far. There we go. Okay, so I think this is a perfect time and spot to end it up and wrap it up for this cute little episode. Cute little episode. I mean, it's 52 minutes already.
Okay, just before wrapping up, I think this question has to be answered. And this is after party.
Well, should we do an after party live stream for some people in the audience? No. After party, maybe next time. But we will have our own after party, I'm pretty sure. There we go.
At least we will have dinner.
Yes, we need some food. I heard food is the most important meal of the day. Okay, perfect. So with that, we are reaching top of the hour right now. So thank you everyone for joining us. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see each other hopefully in the next
In a couple of weeks.
in a couple of weeks. Yeah, there we go. So take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
We should bring people.
We should bring someone here. This is the final image. This is the final image. I'm gonna hold it here. We have a lot of people here.
Hey there.
I love seeing this from this angle. There we go. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Oh, and we have special guests here. We have special guests here coming in. Very important. So thank you, everyone, and we will see each other the next time. Bye, Z's. Bye. Oh, and this wrong button.